So, you want to know about past lives? Then stay tuned and watch this video now. Before we begin, please like, share, and be sure to subscribe to my page and ring the bell to get notification about my next video. Hi, it's Gino.dicaprio. Anyways, today's topic is quite a few people brought it back to me and have asked me many questions, but one that stood out the most is one of my followers have been following me for quite a long time, and I feel she is totally ready to take her place in helping other people discover themselves. It's a question, and here she is, right here, I'll show you she is. Her name is Patricia Hession, which is Hession, as you can see. Anyways, one of the questions she asked me, I'm actually going to read exactly word for word what she says. She goes, that back before we arrived here, and while our memories were wiped clean of our past lives, yet most of us are now only remembering part of our lives and trying to piece them together. But I know if you're not allowed to tell us, which is you're correct, I'm not allowed to give you the answer, but I can give you an explanation about this whole thing. I guess Hindu, Buddhism, they call it what? Reincarnation. It's nothing to do with reincarnation. It's a totally different philosophy. I'll try to explain to you the best I can without revealing too much, but enough that you can have information. Not every single human being gets returned back, resurrection, incarnation, which is very different. Those two are very different. One day I'll get more into it. It's not unlimited times we return, and we only return here to the minimal numbers. And I can't tell you, the numbers can be in the thousands or it can be in the hundreds. I do have the exact number. I just would rather not say it, but it's not infinite. What we do is, when we're spiritual beings, we're given the choice about coming here or not. And remember, you have to stop looking at it as us as humans. See, as humans, we think, we try to analyze things. As spiritual being, we don't. Everything is. Time does not exist, and no matter how much we try to say we understand it, we don't. We try to say we understand it. Try to imagine everything is one, like the past, the present, the future, the now. Everything is all in one basis. We're even here, like I'm in a big room. There, it's like everything is just one place. It's like they can be here, there, they're all in the same place. When they come in spiritual form, they can come and talk to, let's say them talk to me, and then talk to my relatives that are thousands of miles all at the same time and have individual conversations, but being so many different places at once, because time does not exist for them. So everything is one moment. And that's something, no matter how much you try to understand it, because you're still thinking, even at one moment, time is passing, but no, not for them. So what we're doing is, we are asked by the supreme intelligence that exists and asked if we want to experience the physical life, what it is to be here, which is a matrix, which even now quantum physics are able to prove that everything is maybe particles, that they shouldn't exist. So we're given, we're what you want to call it, like sleeping, whatever you want to call it, but it's not even that, because that's what we're trying to use human terms, because we sleep, they don't. And we're given the choice to come here and do a certain test. Then, of course, there's also, which I talk a lot about, is the background people. I've been talking about it for a long time. This is something people have a hard time understanding, is that people that you believe are here are not here. And a lot of them have crossed over a long, long time ago. Let's use one of the last time they crossed over was 2012. Remember December? How some people forgot about December 21st? I was one of those, and I made a choice to come back. That was where I made the choice. A lot of us are not given that choice, and I had to relive this human experience. And I just had to come back. And what I mean by come back, it means instead of being a background person, which means you guys would still see me, is I really wouldn't be here. It's just a projector of me physically that you can touch, that seems like has human emotion, talks to you, and interacts with you. So I'm going a little off topic. I want to make sure if you are interested with that part, I can get deeper. So now let's go back into why our memories are clean. It's not our memory are clean. It's just because our brain can only hold so much information. Don't believe this whole theory that we can hold a lot more. We can't. It's like, for example, let me use a perfect example. Think about when you were what, 6 years old. Do you remember every single detail of your life at 6 years old? At 3 years old, at 2 years old, at 1 year old, and then let's go forward, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. So your mind can also imagine if you had 20, 30 lives, forget about 100, 20, 30 lives, how are you going to remember every single one if you're having a hard time remembering when you were like 2, 3 years old? That's the only reason. And all you are supposed to do is it's not wiped out. When you come here, you want to remember, even as a spiritual being, because that's part of your experience, that you want to remember them. And also when you come back, you don't always come back in chronicle timeline. Means, an example is, let's say your first life experience, instead of being, I'm going to make a number up right now. Your first experience was in the year 435, and then your second experience will happen 100 years later. That's not the way it works. Your first experience could happen maybe right now, 2019, and then maybe your 10th experience can be in 1845. Do you understand? It's like the question when and I just thought about it, this came out right now. I didn't realize until now. When you have a deja vu, it's because is maybe your future self that actually was there ahead. Remember, because time doesn't exist. For us, when we come to spiritual, time does not exist. So when we come, we don't just say, hey, I'm going to come to this time. Everything is chronicled there, but not chronicled for us. Anyways, I'm hoping at least that kind of answers your question. If there's more, especially you, Patricia, let me know. But in the meantime, please, whatever you do is let me know if you like this by clicking like. And please do share this if you're enjoying it. And the other thing, of course, please remember this. Love with all of my heart. I'll see you next time, and please share.
These are Gino's brand names. Follow Gino on the following social networks, as well as allow notifications. You contact Gino on Facebook Messenger. If you enjoy our videos, please click like. We encourage you to share your comments. Thank you for your support and for sharing this video.
Follow my page.